Today we're going to go over 3 different exercises that'll help you with posture. For the first exercise, you're going to need to have a bar or a PVC pipe or a TheraBand like I have here. Anything that is long enough for you to get your hands nice and wide. So what we want to do is find a wide enough grip that we can keep our elbows locked out and rotate all the way around and back forward. Now we need the grip wide enough to keep our elbows locked, but we want it tight enough that we feel the challenge right about here and trying not to bend those elbows. So you'll feel it in your shoulders and your chest and your back as you rotate through. And the most important thing to think about here is to try and limit using your traps, i.e. shrugging up when you're doing the exercise. So we want to keep the shoulders nice and low, not up here, nice and low. And we'll come around, adopt good back posture, pinch your shoulder blades together, keep those shoulders low. Remember, don't come up like this. Keep them low and roll forward. You can do 10, 15, 20 repeats of that. For our second exercise, you're going to need a wall with some open space. So what you're going to do is lean up against the wall, butt against the wall, upper back against the wall. Your feet, I would like your heels to be as close to the wall as possible. But the most important thing here in positioning against the wall is to get your low back flat against the wall by rotating your hips forward and your pelvis back. So we want this arch of our low back to be right up against the wall. And then we're going to make a 90-degree angle with our elbows, bring our hands up, and trying to keep our hands and our elbows and our shoulder blades, our low back and our butt against the wall. We're going to try and push up and then come back down. If you're super tight like me, it's easier if you get your heels further away from the wall. And lastly, the most important aspect of this move is to limit trap usage. So when we're doing this motion, we want the shoulders to stay down as the hands and elbows come up, like this instead of this. So shoulders down, keep them down, try not to engage the traps. You should feel it right here between your shoulder blades. If you're not feeling the exercise between your shoulder blades, then you're probably engaging the traps and shrugging up and or letting your low back come off of the wall. The third exercise we're going to do for your posture is called I's, Y's, and T's, and it's going to look exactly what it sounds like. So you're going to get on your stomach, lift your upper back off the ground, and for I's, your hands are going to go straight out in front of you. Just like with the other exercises, we want to keep the traps relaxed. So shoulders down towards the hips as much as you can, and up. Feel the pinch between your shoulder blades. For Y's, our hands are going to come farther apart. And for T's, our hands are going to be perfectly out. You're going to want to do 10 to 15 to 20 I's before you rest, and then move on to Y's, and then move on to T's. And again, you should be feeling this between your shoulder blades and your upper back, not in the shoulders. If you're feeling it in the shoulders, it's pretty likely that your shoulders and your traps are not relaxed and that you're trying to shrug up while you do the exercise.